Hello and welcome. I'm Night's Angel, and this is just a Folf on the road. Thank you for joining me. Sorry, I'm walking down the street during rush hour, so bear with me. I can't do anything about traffic, and it wouldn't be just a Folf on the road if I wasn't on the road. You know what I mean? Sorry. Anyway, so interesting thought popped in my head today while I was actually walking down the side of the road trying to figure out what to talk about. And it dawned on me. As far as this series goes, it literally is a metaphor. Don't ask me how I came to this conclusion. It just kind of popped in my head. It's like, I do a vlogging series called On the Road. And people associate a metaphor of a road with life at times. And I'm just like, my entire series has been a metaphor. Criminy. Okay, so let me elaborate. Pretty much, throughout life, the whole concept of life is a journey. From the beginning to the end. Starting point to a destination. And for the most part, we all have the same destination. It's just a matter of how we get there. And so it's not getting to the destination that matters. And I know that, and with what's transpired over the past couple of weeks, that's just a reminder of that. So, that being said, this is actually a little bit trickier than I thought it would be, because I didn't think I would have to have this much trouble coming to conclusive thinking. But anyway, one of the biggest things about each of our journeys is where our paths cross, where our roads intersect or converge and separate. I mean, there's actually an Irish saying, marry, meet, marry, depart, and marry, meet again. I'd probably just paraphrase that, but I think you get the gist of it. Pretty much where each of our journeys will cross into one another in some way or some regard. Even if two people are on completely opposite sides of the world, there's still the chance that they can actually, their paths will cross. It could either be by fluke chance or well-perceived timing. But either way, that could always happen. So, I'm probably not going to keep you guys very long. I just wanted to share that line of thinking. Which pretty much makes you wonder. That being said, about paths crossing, their destinations, the journey itself. I mean, why are we always rushing around? I mean, at the end of it, it's the journey itself that matters, not the destination. Because the destination is the same. What goes on after that is, well, anybody's guess at this point. Some of us feel we have a better idea than others. Others think, nope, one-time deal. Or, I've been doing this for so long. Or some variation thereof. And you know what? Who's to say they're wrong? Who's to say they're right? It's not my place to judge. My whole thing is, at some point, we all have to go through the same thing. And you know what? Doesn't make a difference. Enjoy the time you have. Enjoy the journey. Because just like me on this road, I'm going to trip. I'm going to stumble. There's a good chance I'll fall right flat on my face. And of course, if that happens, at some point I'm hoping somebody gets it on video, because that would be funny. It'll hurt, but it'll be funny. But all that aside, it's not whether or not you fall down in life. It's how you get back up. You can, even if you are traveling with friends, family, loved ones, what have you, at some point, their journeys each of your journeys are going to have you part ways. Sometimes to never see each other again. Sometimes just to find you a little bit later, just a little bit further down the road. And well, that in of itself is what can give somebody hope, is just the concept of uncertainty. Because you don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. I can't predict the future. Well, I mean, statistically wise, yeah, you can. You just have to be able to calculate for a lot of variables. I'm talking variables upon variables upon variables. But even then, even if you can figure out every last variable, it may not happen. The journey could take a completely different course of action. Because that's why they're called variables. Things change, values change. What was once considered taboo is the means of our culture. I mean, it just makes sense. And the way things change, it changes people. Like I said, it's not the destination, it's the journey. Some people have an easy road, others don't. And there are a few that are in between. And it's just how things work. But as far as all that goes, just keep an open mind. Yeah, focus on your journey. But don't be a hindrance to somebody else's. Yeah, you can help them. You can help pick them back up and get them on their feet so they can keep going. But don't be the one to trip them. Don't be the one to try and knock somebody off of their high horse. And I know and I already know that's just me being hypocritical. or being a hypocrite. Because I do have a tendency of doing that. Somebody's being arrogant, pompous, or what have you to me. My first line of thinking is, well, let's knock you down a couple of pegs and see what happens. But generally, I'm not malicious. I try not to be malicious about it. My whole thing is, if I can expand your horizon, if I can actually get you to think, then I've done something right. What you do with that knowledge, whether you use it to help or harm, that's on you. But if I can do something to help you, I've done something. I've done some good in this world. And that's what matters most. Because if I can help somebody else on their journey, that just makes mine all the better. Okay, enough of me rambling on about deep psychological mumbo jumbo. I'll go ahead and cut us off here. So, you guys know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the buttons in whatever order you want. If you want to, ring the bell. Otherwise, you know how it works. And of course, go ahead and leave your thoughts, comments, questions, concerns, ideas, insults, what have you, down in the comment section below. Now we got that spiel out of the way. And if you did actually watch this video to this point and beyond, I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for letting me be part of your journey. And thank you for being part of mine. And pretty much, as always, I'm Knight's Angel. This has been just a Folf on the road. I sincerely hope you all have a better day. Peace. Damn button.